There he is, public enemy number one, the notorious Dillon Danis himself, the infamous. How are you, Dillon?
Doing good, man. How you been?
It's good to talk to you. Where have you been?
I was like always excited to come on your show, and then you would have like AJ or Gary Tundon on, and I was like, it's not that exciting anymore. But now I came back around, so
All right. Well, we have come to our senses. We're back talking
yeah,
to the headliner.
you have to come to your senses of having those guys on the show. Kind of like brings
Uh,
down the value, but
well,
okay.
thank you for keeping tabs. But you have been quiet. You have not talked. Everyone has weighed in on, the events that happened at 229. Everyone's had their say, but you have not. Why is that?
I think timing is key. There was a lot of like everybody kind of had an opinion about it. Everybody kind of had something to say about it, and it was just kind of a lot of fake stuff out there, a lot of rumors and stuff. So I just kind of let everything blow over because that wasn't important. My career is more important to me than just some little brawl.
Sure. Okay, so let's get to it because I think everyone is wondering how you feel about what happened and in particular what your side of the story is. So
Yeah,
you are a cornered licenseman, right? You are there.
yeah.
Excuse me, I should say you're a licensed cornerman, and you are there cornering your friend Conor McGregor. It's UFC 229. It's October 6th. It's Las Vegas. It's T-Mobile Arena. It goes to the fourth round. Unfortunately for him and the team, things don't go his way. He loses that fight. From your perspective, what happens then?
So this started in like I think the third or second round when I was behind the cage. He was on the other side, and he kept trying to come and like he was like pointing and saying stuff to me, and then I was like thinking in my head like, man, this guy's crazy. I was like just trying to like focus on my friend here and stuff like that, and he kept like coming and saying stuff and like cursing, and I was like, all right, this dude's insane. And then like even in between rounds, like if they were close to the fence, he was like eyeing and like mouthing stuff, and I was like, the fuck. And so it started actually during the fight that stuff was going on, so I could kind of sense that he was in a different state of mind. And then I mean, after the fight, even with Nate Diaz, any of them, like, after a fight, it's usually like, respect. So I would never ever start a fight with someone after a fight. Like, I'm a martial artist from the beginning since I was a kid, and that's just not who I am. I'm not going to be the kind of guy that's like after a fight, like, you fuck you. Especially like that. That's just not me. So, yeah, so that was going on, and then there was uh there was a guy named Riz. I don't know his name. I don't know. I think he's one of his managers. But do you know his name, Ariel?
Rizvan?
Yeah, Rizvan. He was commenting on my picture a couple weeks before, saying all this crazy stuff to me. So then I got up, after the fight was over, I got up. Obviously I'm in shock. Connor's one of my closest friends and training partners, and I care for him a lot. So I got up and I'm just sitting there because obviously I just seen my friend lose, and I felt someone hitting me on the back like really hard, and I'm thinking like, oh, maybe it's like the commission or something trying to go into the cage. And then I looked back and it was him, and then I was like, what's up? And then I turned around and I seen Khabib throw the mouthpiece or something, and it was kind of like he spit on me because like when he threw the mouthpiece, there was spit everywhere, and I was just like, all right, come here. And ended up he jumped over the cage, and whatever happened. But yeah, it was crazy. It just kind of happened in the moment.
Okay, so there's a lot there that I haven't heard of before. So in the middle of the fight, he's actually saying things to you. He's talking to you in the middle of the fight.
He
What is
was
he
giving, he
saying?
wasn't like saying, he was like giving the eyes. He was like that the whole time. Like
Okay.
he wasn't like a lot, but the guy, it was obvious. And like I just ignore that because that's during the fight I'm just focusing on what I have to be looking at, and giving any advice I can. So that's just nonsense. But I mean, it was going on. And then in I don't know which round it was, but I was behind like the cage, and he kept trying to get him, and his guys were like holding him back, and he was like pointing and shit. And I was like, I don't know, it was just weird. But yeah, so like I kind of could see that he was kind of like coming towards me or whatever, and then that kind of happened after. I would never expect that to happen, to be honest.
At any
But yeah.
point, did you feel uncomfortable there? Like, did you feel like something was about to happen, that someone was going to come at you?
No, because that happened in the Nate fight. He was talking shit to the corner too, so I thought it was just like one of those. I didn't, I don't feel uncomfortable. I stay calm and cool. Like I'm just focused on what I have to do and my task and my friend and training partner that's fighting. I'm not worried about what he's doing or so that I could see it, but I was just like, focus on what you have to focus on because at the end of the day, that's what matters.
And so the moment the fight ends, he submits Conor. Khabib submits Conor. even before Khabib goes in your direction, you're saying that Rizvan, one of Khabib's managers, started hitting you from the
Yeah,
back?
there's a video. I mean, he was like he didn't punch me, but he kind of like he slapped me like really hard, and I looked at him, and he was like, "What's up?" And I was like, "What's up?" I don't remember what said. Everybody keeps like asking me these questions, man. It was just happened in the moment. Like all of a sudden, it's like a freaking. Obviously, I'm dealing with what I just saw, and then all of a sudden, people are jumping and people are grabbing me. It's like this is mayhem.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the thing that started. And I don't know, and then yeah, I don't know, it was weird.
And then Khabib obviously goes in your direction, as you said. And did the mouthpiece actually hit you?
No, because it got stopped at the cage, bro. Even when it gets
Okay.
stopped at the cage, like it was still wet, so like
Yeah.
it's disgusting. Like basically that's like someone spitting on you. So
And
then
that's when
obviously,
he
what,
jumps
what am I
over.
gonna do? Like yeah, I'm gonna be like, oh, stop that. Like people are like, people are very unrational when it comes to stuff like that. They're just like, obviously, I'm gonna go like this
Sure.
or like something. Someone just spit on you, or I'm not gonna be like, hey, don't do that.
So in the immediate aftermath, the word around the community was that you threw out some like anti-Muslim slurs or some defamatory comments. Did you do any of that? Did you say any of
No,
that?
there was about how many people in that arena? There was not one video of me saying that. That was all. I'm pretty sure Ali trying to just start trouble, which is very like disheartening because I have very close friends that are Muslim and of many religions. So that really hurt me actually. And yeah, I would never say anything like that in my life.
The only thing that you did was say, "Come on, like bring it. You're gonna throw the mouthpiece. Let's go."
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's just who I am. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, like someone spits on you, what are you gonna do? I would teach my son that too. If someone ever bullied you or spit on you or do something like that, like, you have to defend yourself. So
Okay, and so he does jump over the cage in your
yeah,
direction. Did he actually punch you? Did you guys
I think
exchange?
I. It was funny when he jumped. Like it was such like a weird like attack because he had his hands up and his feet up, and I was like, where do I like? How do I block this? I was like, do I block the kick or the punch? And I didn't like. I was like really confused. Because like he was just like both like this, and I was like, is he gonna like drop kick me or is he gonna like? In my head, I was like, all right, we'll just block and then go. So I don't know if he hit me with a hammer press. I don't remember, but I don't think so. I think most of the marks I had was from after when the guys were punching me and stuff. But yeah, he didn't really hit me. And then I remember throwing a right hand. I hit him with a right hand, and then I grabbed him in the clinch, and I remember having like a collar tie on him, and I was like throwing uppercuts, and he kept like it was weird because like usually when you fight someone like they want to fight you. So like he wasn't coming towards me. He was like going away from me, and I was like trying to bring him back with the collar tie, and he kept like cowering away. It was like the weirdest thing ever. So I was like, how do you jump at me and then like run away? So I don't know. That's all I remember.
Did
And
you
obviously
connect?
like it was in the moment. Like you're not gonna remember everything, but yeah, yeah. It was just mayhem after that.
Did you
But it was really
connect?
weird how he was like backing away after you jump someone. But to be honest, Ariel, like I actually didn't mind it. Like I like I don't not necessarily say I like stuff like that, but that's just like another like Saturday night and where I come from. So it was like kind of fun. I don't know.
Where
I
you
don't mind
come
it.
from? Where do you come from? You come from New Jersey.
Jersey. Jersey's tough.
The mean
Some of the
streets.
toughest people come from Jersey.
Right, right. That's true. That is very true. Did you connect with, like when you said the uppercuts and all that, did you actually connect?
Yeah, I hit him on top of the temple. It was like here to the side of the head. I just threw a big right hand. So I mean, my striking's not the best, but I still got a couple combos in my arsenal.
That might be the most humble thing you've ever said.
I was gonna pull guard, but I didn't get the chance.
Right, yeah, it was a little crowded there. Now, did anyone actually punch you? Like in the melee from the back, did you actually get hit?
The only time I got hit was when I was being restrained by the law enforcement. Um, they were punching me in the back of the head and stuff. I mean, there's videos of it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It is what it is, though. When war goes on, things happen. The only thing I had a little bit of a problem with is that, people punching me in the back of the head. It's kind of not really cool. But whatever, it is what it is.
And so, obviously, then some of his teammates come in. Conor tries to diffuse the situation. He's over. The thing is just
Yeah,
completely getting out of hand. Conor gets punched as well. Are you witnessing all of this? And did you try to get in the
yeah. I
cage
tried
to
to get
help?
back in, and
Yeah.
then there was like 4 security guards. They were so big too. They were just like jumping on top of me, and I was trying to get back in the cage, and then they were saying like, "We're gonna arrest you. We're gonna arrest you," and they were like saying some crazy stuff. And I was like, "No, like, look, that's my friend. Like, I'm going back in. Like, because like obviously I see that. I'm like, I'm going back in there." And they had like 3, 4 cops on me, and they were like screaming the craziest like stuff to me, and then it ended up all getting cool, and then they took me to the back, and it was what it was.
What happened in the back? What was that like?
It's, I don't know. It's just kind of I had to deal with obviously the fight and then that, and it is what it was. Like yeah, that's just like more personal to the team. But
Sure.
um, yeah, it wasn't really anything. Who
I-
cares about
Is it true? Well, I don't know about who cares about it, but I
it?
understand why you'd want to keep it yourself. Is it true that they asked Conor if he wanted to press charges and he said no?
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean that's just not who we are. Like, um, all is fair and with love and war, I guess.
Yeah. And then when you guys left, when you guys went back, the whole thing just like lingered till then, right? Didn't the cops show up and you had to like talk? I mean, this thing, it wasn't like you could just leave and the whole thing was done, right? The aftermath lasted a long time.
Yeah, not really. I mean, they come back to ask you questions. I mean, obviously, I mean, for me, I was defending myself, so like, what they gonna do with me? I mean, some people I hear are saying like instigating and stuff like that. It's like it's stupid. But I guess it is what it is.
Now, you don't shy away from uh, conflict, if you will, on social media, but I'm just wondering, like, what was your social media like in the days afterwards? Because everything was just so heated, and everyone
Yeah,
taking sides. What was that like?
it's actually crazy. I mean, I was getting like 40, 50,000 comments a picture, like saying like the crazy stuff, like death threats and stuff like that, and it was actually pretty. It was intense. But I mean, I'm pretty good at like just dealing with it.
Yeah. Did you ever feel uncomfortable? Like, getting death threats is a pretty
No,
serious thing. No?
no,
No? Not at
I don't
all?
know. I feel like if someone's gonna actually do something, they want to say it. So
Sure. That's a good point. So then the whole thing lingers, and then we find out that finally Connor's getting 6 months. Khabib gets 9 months with the opportunity to go down to 6, but it doesn't look like he's going to take that opportunity. And then Zubaira and Abu Bakr get a year.
yeah,
And then, so that happens all in one shot. Now, before I get
yeah.
to you, what did you think of the punishments to those four? Did you feel like they got it fair? Like it was the right call?
Um, yeah. I didn't really think about it. It doesn't really matter to me. I don't
Okay.
really care what got or didn't get.
Okay. But then you weren't addressed in that initial
Yeah,
hearing. Then you had to like stay even longer, like a month and a half, to finally get your punishment. Why was that?
I think they were just continuing with the investigation and checking things and stuff like that. So I mean, I guess it was good because I got like a really low fine and stuff. So I
Yeah.
guess it was good that they did the investigation thoroughly, and I think they did a good job. I mean, 7 months is a little bit long, but I'm just happy for it to be over because now I could fight, and like that was what was really killing me. A lot of people don't see it, but I love the fight. So it sucked 7 months not fighting and just sitting there and like you feel like you're kind of lost. Like I just want to fight. I want to get back with my career. I'm only 25. It takes a lot of time out of my short or not short career but young career. So that really was frustrating
Yeah. So in the end, you got 7 months and $7,500 fine. You're at
yeah,
peace with this, so you can return in early May.
because you have to be at peace with it, right? There's nothing I
Right.
could do about it. So yeah, I guess I'm happy with it. Yeah, I'm gonna return too in May, so which is really good. I'm really excited about that.
Who you got? Who's your fight?
This guy named Max Humphreys, he's 3-2. He has at least like 10 amateur fights. I saw a lot of people saying like beat someone with a winning record, so I'm really happy about taking on someone with a winning record. No one gives me enough credit. I never fought amateur, I never fought MMA before, and I'm fighting guys that have 10, 12 amateur fights and then 4, 5, 6 pro fights. So I'm really excited to show again why I'm the best. And I guess we saw that with AJ too. It's not as easy as it looks. Everybody thinks it's easy until they get in there.
Hmm. And so this fight is happening on the May 11th card in Chicago?
Yeah, Douglas Lima and MVP. I think Michael Chandler's on that card.
Yeah, against
I didn't
Pitbull.
really look into it because it doesn't matter because I mean everybody's watching me anyway. So it's in Chicago though, so I'm happy to go back to Chicago. I really like Chicago. People are there were cool. Have really good pizza, so I'm
Yes,
happy.
that's right. And of course, that's where you won your debut last year. Now, will
Yeah.
you be on the main card or the prelims?
Oh, come on. Is that even a question? Like,
Well, they put AJ on the prelims.
yeah, doesn't even compare to me and AJ.
What's going
I
on there between you
think you're
two?
joking there, huh?
Why? What's
Huh?
the beef there?
There was no beef. It was just funny because he was commenting on all my stuff, saying like, "Yo, like you beat this guy, he sucked, like this, that," and every like. Usually, if someone lost like that, I wouldn't like really care. Like I'd be, I feel bad for them. But he was like commenting on everything, like, "Dude, you beat this guy, he sucks, this, that." Like, and I was like, "All right, we'll see when he fights." And then he fought a guy that was 0-0 that never had a pro fight before, and he looked terrible. And I was just like, "Well, why were you like going after me every single time? Like you should be focused on yourself, not be focused on me." So I just thought that was funny. But I mean, me and AJ don't compare. Talking about prelims and main card. I mean, come on, stop it. That's not even relevant.
Did you see his debut?
I saw it after. I saw some highlights. Um, yeah, he actually embarrasses his jiu-jitsu. I don't know, kind of embarrasses the name of jiu-jitsu. So
Wow.
I don't really like to watch it.
Okay, fair enough. Do you feel like you've lost out on a lot of opportunities? Like, would you have returned sooner had you not been suspended?
I had 3, 4 fights that were trying to get booked and stuff like that, and it was miserable because I was like, man, I just want to fight so fucking bad.
Yeah.
And I had to stay calm and just let the Nevada Commission just kind of do their thing. So I kind of learned a lot about myself in those months.
Yeah.
So when you get like the thing that you love taken away from you, it really sucks. So I feel like I grew as a person and stuff like that, and I can't wait because I actually got to train a lot more, and have to focus on a fight. I just got to work on my skills and stuff like that. So I'm really excited to show like what I got.
And it also seems, at least from afar, it seems, at least to me, like you have found love. What is going on? I see
I
it.
guess so.
What's happening?
Yeah, getting older, need to settle down. Rock star life is catching up to me.
That's
No, I'm
right.
joking.
Yeah. What are
Um,
you off the market now, Dillon?
yeah, soon will be. I mean, we're in the beginning stages, but I think we will be. Oh, I will be soon. So I'm happy. It's good too when you're focusing on your career, just to have one girl that kind of has your back and looks out for you and stuff like that. So that actually makes me really happy.
How did you guys meet?
I slid in the DMs, but it worked
Really?
though. So
Is that
it is
true?
what it is. Yeah,
Just like that, out of nowhere, you
yeah.
shot your shot?
You gotta shoot your shot, Ariel. That's the only way you get things in life.
Well done. How long ago?
I don't know, maybe like a month or two ago. It might be. I'm not sure.
Look at you.
I'm not ashamed of it. Sometimes you gotta slide in the DMs.
That's right. And it seems like you're flying all over. You're like on private planes. You're sitting courtside at basketball games. What's going on here?
I mean, come on. That's just like a regular Tuesday for me.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, I'm happy for you. That is good. I
I
also saw you
appreciate that.
training recently with Conor in New York, correct?
Yeah,
How is he
that was.
doing?
He's great. He's training hard. He looks great. Can't wait for him to get back in there.
Is he going to
Um,
be training elsewhere for his next fight?
I don't know. You gotta ask him that. I'm not sure. I know he's just bouncing around right now, just kind of doing his thing, which is good.
Yeah.
Sometimes getting out of your like hometown, just going different places and stuff like that. He's just doing his thing right now. You would have to ask him that question though. I really don't know.
Okay, fair enough. But I saw him write like this nice tribute to you. Wow, on Instagram. It was
Yeah,
unbelievable.
I was telling someone like I don't know if anybody could ever write something nicer about me. It was
Yeah.
really cool.
I,
Yeah, that was really nice of him. That I see Connor as like my idol, and I admire his career a lot. And he's one of my closest friends. Like I would go to him for advice and stuff. So when someone that you look up to writes something like that about you, it means a lot.
what propelled him to do that?
I don't know.
Wow, what an honor.
Uh, yeah, it was really cool. I was gonna like print in a frame.
Yeah. Maybe get it
No, yeah,
tattooed on
but
your
that was
body.
really cool. I don't know about that, but it's a
But
little bit too much.
but he's in a good spot.
Yeah, man, he's always in a good spot. That dude is, he's the man. There's no one like him. He kind of just is who he is, and like that's why he's the best fighter in the world.
Is he fighting Cerrone next?
Gotta ask him. Like, he could get me in trouble here. I don't know.
I'm just
Gotta
kidding.
have him back on the show. You gotta talk to him, man.
That's right.
Him,
Let him know if you speak to him. We miss him.
I will. I'll let him know.
And so, okay, so as far as you are concerned, the whole issue with Khabib and the team and everything, is it dead? Are you moving on, or is
I
this
don't think
thing
it'll never. I don't think it would ever be dead.
really?
You know. Yeah. But I can't wait for Conor to get that back. When he knocks him out, it's gonna feel so good. Conor's such a better fighter than him, so I can't wait for everybody to see that.
Okay, so you think inevitably it's going to happen? They will fight again. Conor
I
wins.
think 100% that happens again, and I can't wait for in my opinion, well, I think in a lot of people's opinion, Conor's the best fighter in the world, so he's gonna prove that, and he'll get that win back.
Are you concerned that with all the emotion involved here and what happened the last time that this could be even worse the next time they meet?
In what sense?
That that it could be there could be another brawl, there could be another incident, punches
I don't
thrown.
think so. I don't know. I mean that I can't think about that. Who knows? That's like trying to predict the future, but all I know is when Conor knocks him out cold, it'll feel fucking sweet.
Wow. That would be
Yeah,
something. I think the MMA world would combust if that happened.
no, it will happen. Mark my words. Trust me.
Okay.
I train with him. I know. Trust me.
Yeah. And it seems like he is very active these days. So it seems like he is itching, at least from my perspective, itching to get back in there.
Yeah, I mean he's always active though. He's always training every day, and he's ready to go.
Okay. And as far as you are concerned, so since you have this fight, is this fight a done deal? Max Humphreys, May 11th at Allstate Arena. Is that a done deal?
Yeah, done deal. Gonna
Okay.
be on. I'm pretty sure I'm on Paramount Network. I'm really excited. I can't wait. I'm excited to see me fight because like when I fight, it's so beautiful. Like the way I tap people and stuff. It's like I'm actually excited to like watch the highlight after. It's so exciting. No, I'm joking. Like it's like I watch my first fight all the time, and I'm like, it's ridiculous. Like the technique and everything, you know.
You must be tired of watching the same fight now. You've only had one.
It doesn't get sick when you. It's so beautiful, you know.
That's right.
Like looking at like a Mona Lisa or something. You never get really sick of it.
I love it.
I was gonna go to boxing for a little bit too. You forgot about that?
No, what? What do you forgot about it? Did you tell me that already?
No, I'm talking about with Jake Paul. You knew about that.
Oh yeah, that's right. What?
I think I scared him away actually.
What happened?
So we were at the same club one time, and he like wanted to talk to me. So it's like his brother came up to me first, Logan Paul, and was like, "Yo, listen, like we know you're like a real fighter, and like you're not gonna do anything, right? Like he just wants to talk to you." And I was like, "No, I'm fine. Like how am I gonna be like confrontational with the YouTuber?" So I was like, "All right. So like if I get like all crazy, he's gonna get scared and he won't do it." So I was like, "Let me take like the opposite approach and like be nice and like." So then we were talking, and I think being opposite and so calm, I think scared him even more.
Oh,
But I think he does have to pay for the words that he said about me and about MMA or about boxing. So I might do it. We'll see.
wow. What did he say about you specifically?
He was saying I was a bitch and that I'm a Connor's shadow and stuff. So
Oh,
you can't be just throwing things like that, then not have to answer for what you said.
sure.
It was fun to roast him in person though. He was trying to tell me he was undefeated wrestler in like high school or something. I was like, dude, you were like a JV wrestler. He was like, no, I wasn't. Like, ask my brother. I went undefeated, and I was like, bro, stop it. Like, it's ridiculous. But yeah, it was funny. I
So
wouldn't mind doing it, but it has to be right,
is this a
The
thing
numbers
that
have
you've
to be right.
explored?
I don't know. It was kind of like cheesy, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna fight YouTuber. But like sometimes when people say stuff like that, they need to learn that you can't just be saying stuff like that about someone that can, end your life with one finger.
Right.
So I think for like the MMA community, I might have to do it, but we'll see what happens after this fight.
Now, what about Kevin Lee? Because it seemed like there was an offer on the table for you guys to have a grappling match. He said that
Yeah, but that's stupid because he said that we needed to do strikes. He was like, let's do slaps or whatever, and he knows that UFC wouldn't let him do that because it becomes um like a sanctioned fight. If he's saying, okay, let's do EBI rules. That's why a lot of fighters can't do EBI rules because it's basically like fighting, and you're signed to a certain organization. So that was his way out of it, saying like, listen, like I'll do slaps because if we don't do slaps and we grapple, then you're gonna tap me with a leg lock. Like it's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
so you don't think he was ever actually serious about this?
Come on, he was saying he reverse triangled me. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he's a freaking wrestler. He probably can't lock his legs in a triangle. His plays so stiff.
Did you actually roll with him once?
Yeah, we did roll together.
And how'd it
He was
go?
cool. I have messages from him like asking me to train again and stuff like that. I don't know where he came up with that. I think he was just trying to like get himself a fighter because usually what happens is a lot of the fighters like they have like a big name and then when they start going irrelevant, they start calling me out because I'm in every article. Once you call my name out, it's in every article and you get like a lot of like attention. Probably get girls DMing you and stuff. So it's like it's nuts. Like so basically whenever they're starting to go irrelevant, like Dos Anjos did the same thing. He was going irrelevant. They call my name out. Yeah, it's cool. I'm kind of used to it though. I kind of like it. It is what it is.
Yeah, there was one period
Oh,
there, like on a Friday afternoon, where you had, I think, Dos Anjos, you had Bisping, you had like 3 or 4 guys just all coming after you, and you were involved in all of it. Jake Shields, I think you had a thing with
think
again.
about it. I'm 1-0.
Yeah.
I'm just 1-0. These guys are like been fighting since I was like 10, and they're all just trying to call me out and like start stuff with me. It's hilarious. But I think it is like flattery. So I don't really mind it. Let them talk, get their clout. I really want to go against Ben Askren though. That's what I want to do. I was
Yes.
talking to Poker. We should do like a cross promotion. I'll put up like $1 million to verse him because it would be the easiest fight ever
Okay, wait. Say that again. You'll put up $1 million just to
to fight
fight
Ben
him?
Askren.
Really?
Dude, I would tap him so easy, Ariel. Like it's actually a joke. He's so unathletic and he's so bad on the ground. Like, uh, I don't
Now,
know.
now are we talking like a grappling match or an actual MMA fight?
I mean, come on, grappling match. That would be like that wouldn't be. a match. It would be like 20, 30 seconds. A fight, I'd still be in the first round, but he wouldn't want to fight me. It's too easy. He knows it too, because like I know his weaknesses, and I like say it, and then he's kind of like, "Oh shit." But
What are his
I actually
weaknesses?
don't mind. I actually don't mind watching him fight. Like all beef aside, he's actually fun to watch. So
What are his weaknesses when you see him compete?
he can't defend the legs. He's really bad at defending his lower body, especially if I pull guard or something. He wouldn't know what to do. He punches like a pillow. He doesn't have any power. So I mean, against me, you have no power. I'm eventually going to get to the ground, and I'm going to submit you. So he's very bad defending his lower body. And he gets caught in triangles a lot. When he fought Liam McGregor, he got caught in a triangle. He always gets caught in a bunch of submissions, but the guys he's fighting aren't like the best submission artists, so he doesn't get finished. But I just want to beat him before someone else beats him. So
Wow, this is so you actually brought this to Coker's attention.
I haven't yet. I'm thinking
Oh,
about it though. I kind of feel bad because like he's kind of has like a lot of like stuff going on for him. Then he's like coming out, like everybody's all excited. He's talking shit, and I don't want to really like ruin it for him. But I'm thinking I might have to. Who knows? We might do a cross promotion fight. That'd be cool. That never happened before.
no. Something tells me the UFC wouldn't want it to happen. But why, like, why him
Yeah,
of
because
all
you'd be
people?
the A side. Because like
Yeah. But why him? If you say that you like him, why him?
not that I like him personally. I just like the way he fights. But maybe
Oh,
that's why I want to fight him because I don't know. It would just be an easy fight.
yeah, I saw you guys going back. He was talking about you. You were talking about him on.
I'm wanting to know it too. A lot of people saying that like I talk a lot and I can't back it up and stuff. So let's see.
Okay. Lofty plans. I like it. You're back.
Yeah. I mean, what else do you want to know? I can keep going.
Who else is on your hit list?
Hmm. That's a hard one. There's so many. I get called that all the time. It was like it's so much. Um.
Every day. You have a knack. I don't know what it is, but a great skill. Just it seems like you're just able to get under people's skin very easily. I don't know what it is.
I don't know either. I'm so nice. I don't see it.
And what about actual BJJ competition? Are we putting that on hold?
Um. I'm doing ADCC, which I'm really excited for. That I want to focus on a lot. The weight cut's gonna be really hard because I'm doing the 170 division, and ADCC you have to make the weight 3 days in a row. So I'm gonna have to transform my body a lot. But I really really want to win ADCC. That'd be really cool for me.
And when is that?
That is September 28th, I think, in California.
Okay. And
I just want to be as active as possible.
sure, yeah, yeah.
I've been getting the like craziest grappling matches though, like crazy. I don't know if I can even talk about them, but I've been offered like Chris Lieben and stuff. It's like
Whoa.
actually crazy.
For who?
Yeah. I don't know if I could talk about it, but
Why?
I don't know
Who's gonna
because I
stop
don't
you?
know if it's like because I didn't sign it, but I'm not. I don't know if I'm gonna do it yet, but I'm trying to focus on MMA. Everybody keeps trying to get me into doing boxing, grappling, freaking everything. Ping pong, whatever my name is in, it brings numbers. So it's like they're
Right.
asking me to do everything when I just want to focus on fighting and being the best.
So are you gonna fight multiple times this year? Is that the plan?
That's the plan. That was the plan last year. Everybody's like blaming me. It's like I got suspended for 7 months.
Right, right.
So, but yeah, I mean, I want to. That's my goal. I want to just get to the top as fast as possible.
Okay.
It's like for me, like I could see my path so like in front of me that it excites me. Just have to keep winning and everything's gonna come.
And will you be training at SBG Ireland for this fight?
I haven't talked to John about it yet. Probably I have to see. I have to talk to him
Okay.
and decide. I'm in New York right now. I wasn't home for a while, like when I was in Ireland, and then I went to Vegas, and then so it's kind of nice to be home a little bit. But I'm gonna talk to Conor and decide whatever we're gonna do because see.
Okay. So you want to train with him if possible.
Yeah, of course. I mean, Conor's the best fighter in the world. Why would I want to train with him?
Right.
Whenever I train with him, I'm so confident when I go and fight. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Wow. And so okay, so then you have this fight. You said that ADCC was a little problematic because it was 170. What fight is this at? What weight is this at?
The Dillon Danis weight, 175.
All right. Wow. You get your
I
own
made my own weight class.
Wow. That is amazing.
You could do that when you're me, though, Ariel.
Is that something you asked for, or do they just say we
What do you
presume? Well, you're business
think?
partners, right?
We want you to fight 175.
Yeah. Why?
I mean,
Why
let's
can't
see.
Why can't you do
Let's see
170?
on this card, right? MVP and Douglas Lima, and then Michael Chandler. Let's see which fight gets the most views.
Okay.
Then we'll see. Come on.
Do you know anything about this guy?
No, not really. I
Okay.
don't really care. I mean, when you think about the guy too much, you forget about your own game. I'm putting him in my game, so
Sure.
it'll be exciting.
He's just a
And I
faceless
learned that
man.
from Conor. Just go forward and take them out. That's how he fights, and that's how I fight. So just go forward and just let's go. You know.
But eventually, if you want to make a run at a title, it's going to have to be at 170 or 185.
Or I can make the champ come to 175 because why not? Come after my belt.
Yeah. Do you think that maybe, because I know you were talking about that tournament, obviously it couldn't work out, but do you think by the time the tournament is done, you'll be ready for the winner?
Yeah, why not? We'll see. I'm only 25. I'm 1-0. Just trying to take it slow, but I don't really care. It doesn't matter because I'm gonna take all of them out anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, why not?
All right. So do you feel like we cleared the air on this whole 229 thing?
No, what do you think? I think so. I mean, there was nothing really to be cleared. It was all on camera, so
Well, it's good to get your
everybody
side of the
saw.
story.
Yeah, I'm happy just to kind of get it out there. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I want to focus on my career and fighting and stuff like that. You know, that was just something. You know, but
Yeah, it
yeah,
seems like, you still put out the video, the photos and stuff, the screen grabs. It doesn't look like anyone really wants this to die, if I'm being honest. So,
yeah, but I mean, the reason I put that there is like, how you gonna jump over the cage and attack someone and then run away after? It
right.
doesn't make any sense to me. Like, you know, there's no such thing as halfway crooks.
Yes.
I don't know.
Well said, Dylan. Well said. Well, it's good to catch up with you, my man. I'm very
All
happy.
good. Anything else? You're all good.
Yeah, can't complain. I'm not.
How you been?
How have I been? Not bad.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, just doing my
I've
thing
seen
here.
ESPN stuff is killing it. You're on ESPN now, Sports Center.
Yeah, see that?
That's pretty cool, huh?
I made it.
I remember when I was a kid watching Sports Center. Now you're on it, huh?
Crazy, right?
Man,
It's like you
happy for you though.
fighting for Bellator. You made it.
No one else like you though, so I'm happy for you to be on Sports Center. You deserve it.
Thank you, Dylan. I appreciate that very much. I do.
Yeah,
And
no worries.
congrats on finding love.
I appreciate
Don't
it.
let it get to you, though.
Don't
Sometimes
jinx it though. Don't jinx
Okay,
it.
I'm sorry. Well, if you want me to put in a good word, like a reference or something, I'm happy to do it.
Yeah, I'll let her know. See what she says.
Okay.
I
Thank you,
want to give a
Dylan.
shout out to Paradigm too. I have
Please.
shout out to Audi and Tim and all them. You know, they've been helping me throughout this whole process to get all this stuff squared away with Nevada, and you know they did a really good job and they had my back. So I just want to give a shout out to them too.
All right. Respect. Well, congrats on
Okay.
getting the fight. Congrats on all of this being behind you. I'm looking forward to it. May 11th, Allstate Arena, the return of Dillon Danis. You don't have a nickname, right? Do you have a nickname?
I like 20, but I mean you could pick which one you like.
But you don't have one, like Conor has one.
Yeah, I don't have one.
Okay. Well, the return of Dillon Danis.
Usually the fighters call me daddy, but you don't have to stick with that one.
We didn't even plan that. That was perfect. That was really well done on your part. I'm looking forward to it. Welcome back, my man. Thank you for doing this.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for having me.